feel like the night of the fight. Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, worked till I'm I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I can't stand by anymore, looking in from the outside. I know I can hold the fort, they can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on, help me push it through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. Like a tidal wave, like a hurricane, nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones, yeah, I can feel it in my soul, yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said I can't stand by anymore, looking in from the outside. I know I can hold the fort, they can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry.
There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
Time for our tale of the tape. So here is Roy Jones Jr., 180 centimeters tall, and weighed in at 159 on the dot. And up against him, it's David Benavidez, 188 centimeters tall with a reach of 108. Here is Roy Jones Jr. This, of course, one of the great young champions in the world today. They call him Captain Hook. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, turned pro at the young age of 16 years old, and by the age of 20, became the youngest ever super middleweight champion, and now has titles in 2 different weight classes.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the young, undefeated, and newly crowned IBF middleweight champion of the world, known as Captain Hook, introducing Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David Benavidez.
And And, of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
I've been out in Vegas when fights like this have happened, and when the sun's beating down on you, you get out there and you're fighting outside, it can make you or break you.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Well done with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Coliseum and two gladiators going at it.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab doesn't find a home. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Every time, very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the best.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab's slick.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching.
Change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
Man, what you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let...
Great round. Don't be looking there for one shot at a...
Come on, do you want to win this fight?
There's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your focus back, get that jab back. Just boxing. Just be...
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Just keep him on the end of your...
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on...
That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Very...
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on. Breathe. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Defense on the end of what you do. Good work. You stay focused, man.
And there's the bell for round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Good counter punching. And the big Mexican monster is down. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Good work. Don't be looking there for one.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Tired. He's not getting back up. Good work out there, kid.
Okay, now you're switching off. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe.
Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your time in already.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath.
On to the 4th we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. Nope, that jab not going to score. Incredible work rate. Not many of the people in the division hit like them. There's a counter shot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they...
And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Both men step back for just a moment. He blocks that jab. Beautiful counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
No rest for the weary. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Just avoids the left uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Terrible round that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your...
Nice round, good round. I like it. I'm happy. Good man.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the...
Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on.
On to the 6th round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Didn't land that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Has Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Breathe. Just get your breath.
Listen, you've switched off. What you doing? He was cold.
Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
What are you doing?
Round 7, here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's gonna come out and put the pressure on. He's gonna throw the kitchen sink at you. You gotta be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's gonna try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Counter shot lands. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice work to block that left uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the score.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Great round. Great round. Now relax. Relax.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
You'll take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back up.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. That's his round. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on, get focused, and get your mind back on the job.
Just keep him on the end of your jab.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Jab slightly off target. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. That punch lands. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequence of stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversational astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
he leans forward, bring it up, kick up the uppercuts, kick up the uppercuts. Come on, do you want to win this fight? I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Do your business.
It's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw. Listen, you switched off. What you doing? Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you're going back into it. Now it's a tough.
Let's go.
Okay, let's reset. Switch stance. Okay, now you've led him back into the fight that round. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've led him back into this.
Let's do it.
starting to make mistakes, you're switching off. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you're letting back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Great round now.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go up and sit in the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the dirt as I put in the work and watch suckers complain. Cause all they regard is who go the hardest. Whole family is just chock full of ballers. Who wanna tell them I never been there? I step in the circle, just know I'm prepared. I win or I learn, I never will lose.
I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no...
Deontay Watt. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Oh, that punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater ready for a fist fight.
God, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're at a party coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Whoa, Johnny! Usyk! Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Oh, he took that jab well. That left hook missed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be
I like that round. Good. Stick back.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That left hand lands. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm, because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. He parries that right jab away. Good one. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
For that receipt, it's always coming. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Good defense there to stop that hook. Beautiful counter punch. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are right.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last round. There's the bell for round 4. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious, and the Bronze Bomber goes down. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your glove.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
It's all offense all the time. Catch and shoot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Well done with that counter shot. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. To make up. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You'd like to see more jabs. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. And down goes Alexander Usyk. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He should be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds. But he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
best of rounds with 10. Did you see that? Usyk might go down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
Usyk in that last round. Let's see how the corner. Here we go in the 6th round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Counter. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
The straight right just misses. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's putting down walls. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Wilder in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it. There's the bell to start round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is at a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter shot. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Punch, counter punch. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You continue.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. The unified heavyweight champion is down. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3,
off round 8. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
Come on, should they be sending him back out there?
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is...
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to